I'm a 31-year-old guy named Jake, and I've got a 28-year-old sister, Lila, who's basically been my mom's golden child forever, at least in her eyes. My dad, not so much. My parents split when I was a teen after my mom, Karen, cheated with some guy she dated back in high school. She's always been controlling, manipulative, and honestly a bit full of herself. Lila's her little shadow, practically a carbon copy. Growing up, Mom acted like she owned me, snapping her fingers, barking orders like I was her personal servant. It was humiliating, and Lila always had her back. So when my parents divorced, I chose to live with my dad, Tom, full-time. Lila stayed with Mom, and the two of them were like peas in a pod, barely talking to Dad unless they needed cash. I take after my dad. He was a practical, business-minded guy who taught me his trade, carpentry, starting when I was 16. I got pretty decent at it, and after working with him for over a decade, he made me a partner in his small construction business. Life was good until about 9 months ago when everything flipped upside down. Dad had smoked heavily for years, which left him vulnerable, and he passed away at 61 after catching a bad virus. It hit me hard. I hadn't seen Mom or Lila in years, but we reconnected briefly for Dad's funeral, which was over a video call due to restrictions. Dad wanted to be cremated and buried locally. No fuss, no casket. Lila seemed upset, but Mom, she looked like she couldn't care less. Not shocking, considering the last time she saw Dad, she was screaming that he owed her more money and threatening to drag him to court. He just laughed it off. He paid alimony and child support until the law said he didn't have to anymore. Plus, he tossed $25,000 into Lila's college fund. Mom wasn't struggling either. She's had the same office job for over 25 years, owns the old house we grew up in outright, and rents out spare rooms online for extra cash. After the funeral, Dad's will was read. He'd recorded a video joking that if the smoking didn't get him, something else would. He left almost everything to me. His business, his house, most of his savings. Lila got a 2016 Toyota Corolla and $12,000 in cash. Mom got $1,500 and a few random things she'd been nagging about since the divorce. That was it. My girlfriend Sarah moved into Dad's house with me, and we've been making it our own. Lila, meanwhile, had coasted since finishing a couple years at a local college. She'd been living with her boyfriend Max, working odd online gigs part-time. A while back, she had a miscarriage that really shook her up. I only found out after the funeral since we barely talked. Then, when the pandemic hit, Max's job cut back his hours and money got tight. He pushed her to step up and find better work while he hunted for a second gig. Now she's pregnant again. What they call a miracle baby. One night, out of nowhere, there's a knock at my door. I open it, and there's Mom and Lila barging in like they own the place. Sarah and I exchange a what the heck look as Lila starts wandering around, peeking into rooms like she's on a house tour. Mom plops onto my couch, snaps her fingers, and demands a chilled soda. Sarah grabs it while I ask, "What's this about?" Lila's giggling, ignoring me, and then yells from the hallway, "A mama, it's amazing." Yep, she still calls her a mama. Mom finally pipes up, "It's time you stepped up as a brother." I'm like, huh? She launches into this speech. "Since your father's gone, this house should have been mine. I was his wife after all. But you can fix that. You've got money, Jake. Buy yourself a new place. Lila needs this house more. She's got a baby coming." Or if you insist on staying, take one room and pay all the bills until you leave. Sarah and I have seen enough online drama to know where this is headed. I take a deep breath and say, that's not happening. You don't get to boss me around in my own house. I earn my money, and like Dad, I save it for what matters, not your whims. Mom starts snapping her fingers again, raising her voice. "This house is mine, and Lila's moving in. Consider this your eviction notice. 2 weeks to pack up and sign it over." I'm thinking, is this for real? I grab my phone to call the cops, and she lunges, yelling, "What are you doing?" I snap back, "Getting you out of here." She swats the phone from my hand and tries to smash it, but I scoop it up. That's it. I tell her to leave, or I'll make her. She slaps me hard across the face. I backhand her twice as hard, sending her stumbling onto the couch. She clutches her cheek, makeup smudged, shrieking, "How dare you!" Lila rushes in, arms out, crying, "Just do the right thing, Jake. Be a good brother." I lose it. Me? A bad brother? I've worked since I was a kid while you lounged around, blowing your allowance and stealing my cash to shop. You're a liege. I don't know you anything. Both of you. Out. Lila sobs. "Mama, make him stop." Mom hugs her, glaring at me, then smirks. "I'll call the cops, and I'll say you hit me first. Maybe I'll tell her when you threatened a pregnant girl. That'd ruin you." I hold up a hand. "Stop. Sarah's been recording this whole time. We've got you hitting me first and admitting you'd lie. How's that look for your job or your little rental gig?" Mom's face could have melted steel, but she deflates, yanching Lila toward the door. Lila throws a fit, plopping onto my porch steps like a toddler clinging to the railing, wailing, "You promised me." I laugh and tell Mom, "This is what your spoiling did." She flips me off, drags Lila up after a struggle, and mutters, "I'll burn for this." I fire back. There's a spot down there for liars and manipulators too, waving my phone. They finally peel out, and I figure that's that. Nope. A few days later, my phone's blowing up, friends, relatives, all mad or confused. Mom and Lila blocked me online, but Sarah could see their public posts. They're calling me a selfish jerk who bribed Dad's lawyer to steal Lila's rightful inheritance. Total nonsense. I call my lawyer, Dad's old buddy, and send him the screenshots in Sarah's video. He drafts a cease and desist letter sent express with a signature required. Mom calls me livid the day it arrives. I tell her to retract the lies and come clean, or I'll send everything to the family, her boss, and post it online, then sue her. She rants that it's all for Lila, but finally grumbles, "A fine, keep your dumb house," and hangs up. That night, their posts vanish. Oh, Mom unblocks me and posts a half-baked apology, admitting the house is mine per Dad's will, but claiming she misjudged because Lila's pregnant and a desperate. Lila echoes her, blaming Mom and hormones. The backlash hits them hard. Family and friends call them out. I get apologies from some who bought their story, mostly Mom's relatives. Dad's side never believed her. Lila and Max move into Mom's basement to save cash. She won't give up her rental income, and Lila whines online about it. Mom's gone quiet after the mess she made.